Yay! So we are starting here. So this is a GOTC business. So so the theme for June is ingenuity. So that is writing. So GOTC business, if Grace, you don't know, that is the quantum harmony blueprint. So business, business, actually is a business. So the background of the GOTC business, because people say I'm not doing the business. So I was a business because of bees and nest. So instead of bees come into the hive and we do the work together as collaboration and co-creation. So that is where like organically just open up. And initially was for just the VIP people because sort of like coming together. And then I have okay, I have Andrea coming, so it's good. So yeah, I know that she will be coming, so which is nice. So that is the original background of the business. So why we talking about business is very different than outside because I focus on not only the entrepreneurship of people, but also that servicing if you have products as well, and also that professional people. Like when I say professional people means that we work in corporate. So a lot of people still work in corporate, meaning not only corporate, like if you are a teacher in a school, you're like going to school, like 9 to 5, let's say 9 to 5. Everybody still have these 9 to 5. So I wanted to incorporate all of these elements or these people in the business because in the business is all about I focus on creativities of individual and bring into a solution. So there always a linear way of bringing solutions, but also that when we all, as just imagine yourself, you're also part of the bee, they come into the hive and you with your brothers, sisters, and soul family all together, we're bringing to different part of the creativity side ourselves. And also activate. You can activate further creativities and ideas coming to you, and then you create it from there yourself. And you need the support. This is every month we have this business gathering together. Underneath the structure is based on this my promise to self. And that is we call it, I call it a different name. It depends on what we do. So in business, I'm talking about this leadership virtue. So my promise to self in the spiritual way of we journey our life, that is my promise to ourselves that how you journey your own in your own like behavior, attitude, or how do you facing your relationship, literally relationship. How do you manage your relationship? How do you build your relationship? How do you learn through the relationship? So relationship, it can be like, like love relationship, it can be family relationship, the relationship soul family, the relationship with strangers on the bus or neighbors. It's all about this relationship anyway. If you really look at that, and again, what is the relationship with your course? What is the relationship with the program? And what is the relationship to your business? So all of these is all about the relationship. So yeah. So this is not a separate for anything for this year. Business is part of the quantum harmony blueprint. But I know that sometimes if I hear the call that, actually wider, I can help and support wider people, and the code wanted to be wider, louder, then we're bringing into people together. And you can see like, especially the last one, I think this is actually the first time that I invite public, like outside people to come in, meaning that not journey the program in the quantum harmony. So yeah, so last time that we connect last month in business. So you have experienced all of these beautiful collaborations, co-creation, even though that you don't even know who they are. And then bring into a beautiful, coming back and reconnect to the like-minded people, and then people that you can resonate and put you together, and these co-creation just sparks. So today, ingenuity, how to pronounce the word is bringing into how do we use creativities to solve problem. Yeah, like solving problem for yourself. solving problem for others. So we have like Andrea is here, Caroline is here. We all can have our own say because we have all very different experience. You have different experience, and all of that, there's no right or wrong. You just pick up what is you most aligned to, and then you can try all of them if you wanted to, or just pick one at a time. So you're coming here to connect, you co-create. So yeah.
Oh,
So that is for all of you as well as I know that Caroline, you were talking about the theme. So I mean what we're doing. So this is literally what we're doing. So yeah. So it's sort of like coming back. So I see that all of you that have already done a lot of compasses, but of course we have different kind of compasses, right? So we are going to be what is in the present moment, which is bringing what is related and resonate. So yeah. So that is I'm opening up the space for all of you, and I'm just gonna be here. And whatever that you are doing, you share. So however you share is okay. If you people that who are here wanted to understand a little bit more, ask question. Ask question is a skill. Okay? Ask question or ask a very good question or very deep question is a skill. So continue ask question and answer question, just all of that. So it's actually free form. So yeah, but I want you to bring in, which is I said, okay, bring what's last, the last, like in May, look at your paper, your note. And along the way, already been 30 days, like 30 days, then you definitely have moved along, right? So from there, you look at looking back your note. What is one thing that is pop up and we create through the energy of the June? Because July will be different. August will be different. So do not wait. We ride with the energies in form into the SES and effortless. That's how the energy will support us. But you need to know that what you bring in, very clear, clarity and focus and action. So yeah. Mm-hmm. So I'm just over to you. Who wanted to start? Maybe Grace, you wanted to start like if you know that what is from the last month that you wrote down or what you remember, it doesn't really matter. If you want to continue what's the last month, you bring into now. So if you have something new that you really wanted this to move one step forward, you can do that too. So there's no rules. So yeah.
I believe last month in our last meeting,
Mm,
I was working on like self-care and like physicality and self-awareness and starting basically from the beginning. So I've been progressing on my fitness, going to the gym, uh dermatologist appointments. I recently had a nutritionist appointment. I got referred to a nutritionist. Um, Getting everything mostly health endured. So trying to be as healthy as possible for myself in every way, spiritually, mentally, physically, and just feeling like myself again and rejuvenated and able to take care of myself so I could take care of other people and see what I could put on the table or in the community or for myself, what I could learn and what I could learn from others. And what else? I've been having an awakening, a cleansing of old timelines, and it just feels very overwhelming but refreshing at the same time. So, basically, the ascension symptoms were the most challenging parts, but I know it's for the greater good. So, yeah, so I'm slowly trying to do that, and I've been feeling mostly exhausted from everything because lack of energy with a boost of energy, kind of like a mania flow, but through energy. Um, Medications. So I'm on certain medications for my health and I'm up to date with that. Basically just living to the frequency of love, just self-love, giving love, preparing love. So yeah, that's it for me. There's so much that I could probably do for now because I've been so wrapped up into my studies, but I've been trying to at least pay attention and be more alert towards myself. Thank you.
So beautiful. Mm. Is there anyone wanted to reflect to that? And is there anything support that you want as well, Grace, at this moment you can add on as well before they're reflecting back to you? So just like one support, like you just ask for one support, so we're here support you. So yeah.
Yeah, I think what I should ask for is like more reassurance and like support like in ways of like checking up on how I'm doing instead of myself feeling like I'm isolated. So just reaching out. Yeah.
I'd like to just add to Grace and to really commend you on what you're doing. I mean, we spoke like a month ago, and I'm really so happy for you that you're progressing and you're doing so well in all those areas that we spoke about. Um, and I can see it in your face. It's really you know taking on and you're blossoming really, um, and that you're progressing so well. So congratulations, and also congratulations on your engagement. That's beautiful news. Yeah, that's really lovely. And I think that too is helping you along in your growth and in your journey, um, in self-care and all. So I think it's beautiful. So well done, Grace, and keep it up. Yeah, yeah. I've been watching you on Facebook and all your posts, so you're really happy. So that's wonderful. Yeah.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Mhm.
I thank you for you guys seeing me
Yeah,
and progress.
yeah, yeah.
And I'd like to add, yeah, that's wonderful that you really focusing on that, giving yourself the love and the care that you need. And this is a big part of healing. And so that's wonderful that you're doing this, not waiting for someone else, really. Of course, cooperation with whatever dermatologist or whoever comes your way, but really being active here, this is great. And doing the meditation. And yeah, fantastic. And that you keep on posting like Carolyn just said, it's great news. So yeah, and it's good that you say that you would love us to ask how you're doing, because then we can do this when we know. Yeah. And yeah, and I can relate very much to yours because I'm about self-care and self-love also. So yeah. So yeah,
Thank
great job.
thank you. Oh, you've been watching me, all of you. Okay. Gotta be more careful now. Thank you. Love you guys.
Don't have to be careful just to be yourself because we wanted to witness your blossoming.
Yeah.
Mm. So I wanted to add maybe a couple of things that is can length because they all say good things already. So I'm gonna be expand the good things. So one thing is when you post, because I know that you post just the photos, right? Maybe just add one sentences in there. And then later you add another sentences in there. But normally when you post, you feel into your heart first. Feel grounded and feel into what is my progress today? Or what message do I want to send to the world today? Or how do I feel today? So yeah. So just one sentences to start so that you started to engage, because I hear that you said that you want to build your community, right? So in this way, when you post a photo, people that want to connect with you, they don't know who are you. Yeah. So for them to know you, like relate to you, and really get to click your name, right? So from there, one sentence, two sentences, starting to do that. So yeah, so that can become very creativity as well. So yeah. So that is one of that you can do.
Thank you. I appreciate the input. That makes a lot of sense. And I should I will do that from now on. Thank you.
Yeah. So another things that if you wanted to, you have a pen or note as well, because I think that when you write down, you'll be able to refer it back later on, is I invite you to drop the word shoot. Okay. You can replace the word as I invite myself, or you invite somebody. Like normally we said, oh, I should do that, because it's sort of like beating yourself up feeling because you have not done something. So yeah, and again, should is the expectation that you have not met. So expectation that is not met. So we all have these perfections. So from there, we drop the word should. So yeah, you either say I am, or I invite, or I want, because you want to do, which is you want to do. So yeah, because you said when you say I should do, it means you're actually not doing it. Yeah. Is that you're beating yourself up and you're not doing it. You're not even doing it even more. So yeah, so that is the energy. Okay, that's the energy. You can sit there and you feel into that. So yeah, you know what is really, really interesting if you wanted to feel that, especially when you're in this, you are training to become a therapist, you record. You record yourself as I should do this. And then you just continue to talk it, but you put a lot of should in there, and then you replay back to yourself. Feel how that feel. So you sort of like, you see, you are talking and then you are receiving. So when you're receiving, you're like, a bit off. And then from there, how do you reframe that?
Yes, I believe one of my peer supports from my program has recommended for me to record myself when doing studies and talking within myself and rehearsing. So that's a great reminder, and I'm gonna do it. I want to do it. I'm going to do it. It's a work in progress that's willing to have completion. On the box.
Yeah. And the last one I wrote down here, ascension symptom. There is nothing really meaning called ascension symptom. Okay. Ascension is transcend, or upgrading, or expansion. There's no symptom. And do not diagnose symptom yourself, because it becomes a symptom for your disease. Got it? So the words is really powerful. So no ascension. People say, oh, it's ascension, that's why I'm feeling that. Really? Is it you have something that you need to clear yourself, and You just like, I'm looking at outside, oh, it's ascension symptom, and that's why I'm like that. It's like blaming. There's no
Lillian, could
yeah.
you explain that a bit more? Because I'm not familiar
Okay.
with that. Yeah,
So what
please.
is ascension symptom?
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
Yeah.
oh, ascension symptoms is like an awakening of like your spirituality, your mentality, your own self, your own truth to yourself. Of like you'll experience like thirstiness, like kind of like a renewal of like your soul. So you'll feel more tired, you'll feel more fatigued, you'll feel more ups and downs, more crying, like releasing and healing of oneself. So
Okay.
Yeah, I hadn't heard that term before, so I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so
Thank
that's
you.
people
Yeah.
were talking about this ascension symptoms, like very, very tired, no motivations, feeling like dying, don't want to do anything, purging, anger, yelling. It's just these reactions of a lot of reactivities. And then they will be looking at, oh, today is the moon. That's why I'm like that. Or because of the solar, what's it called again? You know, those solar light, whatever they call it, because of this frequency is so high that you are like low, and or you are, I don't know. I wasn't into that space, because when we tap into this, when you talk about ascension syndrome, that is a 4D word. So is a 4D consciousness that bring into this blanket of, oh yeah, I'm that. Yeah, you're feeling tired too? Me too. So they're together, so you become their consciousness. We don't want that. We want to know that what is our body telling me? Why am I this? Why am I that? So we come into stillness ourselves, meditations, journaling, be quiet, and just sometimes it's, yes, energy outside is a lot because of talking, right? You can feel these a lot of this talk, whether it's politics, government system, and all of that, or around your family. Sometimes you just allow that to pass through, because like a filter through, because your body absorb, our body absorb, especially woman's body absorb a lot. So we need to understand how to shield yourself, protect yourself, and clear yourself, which is what you are feeling altogether. So that is what literally, Caroline, that is like, people will be looking outside, or everybody having the same thing, or it's okay, I'm like them, I'm the same thing too. So not really looking at within a lot deeper, let's say this way. So yeah, but because you have not hear that, because we always, because you're around GOTC or always with us, we always go inside ourselves. So yeah, so that is just to be aware that as well, because when we really looking at connecting to that consciousness, you will be not only blanket through, you also have this illusion starting to build across your area too. So there's no symptom. You're not sick. You're definitely not sick.
So basically, it's like a false diagnosis of your mental state.
So yeah. So that is from me for you, Grace. So that's it.
Really appreciate it.
So anyone next?
Me.
So today we're focusing on creativity to solve solutions, or you have question, you want to support. So yeah.
I am.
Okay, Caroline, if you don't want to go next, then I will do it, so we don't waste time. Yeah. So,
No.
yeah. So I'm not really talking about big things or something that happened. Not really. I'm just staying in the last few days. What I thought was interesting. like today, it was good. I noticed. I went to the pool, to the aqua session, and aqua is really the thing that I can do well because it combines some things that helps me be in the flow and get more energy out of it and so on. And so I could today tell myself because there was one lady who some time ago I don't know, had a bad day or so, and then mac at me. And so, okay. And so, and I thought, okay. So I told myself to let go of the ego and not feel great and better than her. because, but to say, okay, I'm just going with the flow. I'm grateful that I can do it well, and I want to spread this energy so everyone thinks that they can do the same. And also, while there was this music, I always, at the same time, sometimes kind of meditated silently on my name, and and that's always good. It brings me to myself. And then what usually doesn't happen is that after the course, I was still in the pool doing some movements, and then one woman who I usually say hello to, but she came to me and started talking to me, started a conversation. And so we had a nice chat. And that was something I think happened because of what I chose before. And I like that. And yesterday when I was at the park, I looked at the clover, and there was a lot of free leaf clover. And I think, yeah, it's so good. I remembered this. One guy said, "Oh, it's so funny how humans are." That we say, okay, we think that a four-leaf clover represents luck, good luck. Why don't we choose the ordinary ones, which have three leaves? There would be so much luck around us. Yeah, so I love that, and I was thinking about that yesterday again when I was looking at the clover. And so I thought, yes, I choose the three-leaf clover as a sign for luck. And today I was shopping, and I bought some strawberries. And in my package, there was a strawberry out of three grown together. And I never had that before. And I thought this was interesting. Yeah. So what else? Yeah, I'm preparing for a little coconut water fast that I'm doing next week. Like tomorrow is kind of a transition day or so, and Tuesday to Friday are the real fasting days. Yeah, and so I had to order the stuff that I needed and read a bit through the manual because it has to be done a specific way. And this is what I did, and I'm happy that I can avoid doing groceries for the next days, because this is usually my source of choice of getting happiness from buying great organic food, and and spending a lot of time on that as well. And I don't want to do this anymore. And so I just went today, and so I think I told my daughter, no, I'm not going to do any grocery shopping before next, I don't know, Saturday. And this is great because usually I go every day because I love it so much. Pick my little specials, and because yes. And I think there was a shift in my thinking lately, in my kind of attitude. I think I got it now that one thing I don't need to avoid anymore. I can look at what I did or didn't do without shame. And because that was and yesterday I told the VA, I told her, it's so good that I learned this before I know. I didn't look at what I didn't do, because I wanted to avoid that I felt ashamed of myself because I didn't do what people told me to do, what I told myself to do, whatever. And yeah, but now I got, yeah, it's important, and I want to look at it, and I want to want to start new and better. So yeah, so that was happening. So yeah, that's it.
Anyone wanted to reflect that and share of your heart to Andrea?
Yes. I'm glad that you've enjoyed your groceries and organic goods. It reminds me of back in GOTC when there was Andara food, Andara drink with Jen. And the last part was very moving for me with the I felt like self-judgment of and others' projection of judgment towards yourself, of acceptance of certain situations or things that's happening. Just give it to the light, and uh it's like another healing journey. um Self-love to yourself. So just learn to be kind to yourself and not to take things at heart, so you feel full and light within yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Grace.
Yeah, Andrea, I really love that you take joy in the little things in every day, like grocery shopping and picking your strawberries and your food. I know for myself, I get great joy and happiness for doing that as well. Bringing it home and cooking it for your family. They're little things, but it adds up, you know, and it contributes to your self-love and your feeling at the end of the day. Yeah. When you lay down at the end of the day, you can give thanks for that, that action, or that you were able to put a nice meal on the table for your family. So yeah, things like that, and just not beating yourself up that much, um, and just being kind to yourself. Yeah, always. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. I think it's probably the most beautiful things that you share. Andrea,
Mm,
of course you share a lot of beautiful things, but this time, at this moment that what I received from you, I feel you the most joy.
mm,
That's what I meant by the most beautiful, because I see the beauty in you, the joy in you that is so nurturing to me. And I'm sure that all of us feel that too. So yeah. So it has been a long way, but that is the growth
mm,
that you said, that you feel like something shifted and all of that. It's just like, oh, it doesn't matter anymore. And feel lighter, and naturally something lifted you. So yeah. So that is a huge, a huge growth,
Thank you.
a huge growth. And also that, like when even the people like la 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 in front of you, you know what I teach Caroline? Just smile. No, I teach I show Caroline too, but this is more to the, at work sometimes we really can't do much, right? And also that whether we wanted to do much, we need to discern and all of that. But at the end, when you feel right, okay, you just try yourself and then you experience yourself. So what you do, you sit on the throne, okay? You are the queen. You just have this the most peaceful smile, and people will walk away. And that always works. Trust me, that always works. And sometimes that you feel like you're already up to here, and you're like, not again, you again. If you have that moment, but you want it to be really nice, but it's also part of it for you to ease your own as well. It's not a faking smile, but you feeling the peace. You hold yourself back first. Okay, really need to ground yourself. Sometimes we are like, when we work, like I know that like we all go out and work, and Grace, you have like some people may have all coming to you when you have like therapy, so many group, you just when you just so much, and then some of the friend call you, and another one you just like so much, you just piling up, right? I have not even clear, I have not even walked today, I haven't even had breakfast, and that is where you're like. But from there, you just sit there quietly. You literally, because this is sort of a calming down, not suppressing, okay? And that person, sometimes a lot of people just say, you know what, Lily, this is, and then they'll walk away. I'm here. You just like throw things on your head, and then they'll walk away. But when we smile, this is what I witnessed myself. When you actually smile in a peaceful way, you actually have this block in front of you. Or this whatever bubble, a filter. So when they speak to you, it just go back to them, not to you. So you literally have that. and then they would just say, oh, I think I know what to do. Sometimes they do that and a lot of the time. And then they go. Yes. So that is the queen smile on the throne. Got it? I just put that on the title so it look really good. But and it works. So if that works for you, share that, okay? And remember, if you feel like you are suppressing that, like faking it, and you just teach yourself coming back as well. A lot of the time at work, we need to not really faking it. It's just like later, I have more urgent thing to do, and usually have to block them, right? It means that I'll come back to you. You need anything, send me email. Good. Because I'm working directly to my boss. I need something urgently done. And you have to be very clear. Otherwise, you juggle around, you can't meet anything, and you're not even complete what you need to do on the day. And who is in trouble? You. So yeah, boundaries. So June, we're talking about boundaries too. Okay, boundaries can create safety to you in all ways. Always, WAYS, always. And boundaries can create more space within your surrounding too. Because you know that this month, if you are focusing on something and the other thing is not coming to you, if that is something is coming into you, for example, I'm talking about, like I bring an example, like ideas, okay? When you create something, you said that this month I'm focusing on project A. Is project B, C, D things coming? You can write note, but don't divert your focus elsewhere, and then you will go to different way, and then you will come back, things have not done. So Caroline and Andrea know that how I do things is literally have to be very clear of ourselves, what is our intention first. And then we always come back into intention. It's just something to refer back, like this direction of our compass, go straight again. So yeah, so we can do a lot. That's the point. That's the point is we can do a lot of things. Women, we all do a lot of things. We can't do one thing, right? So by doing all the things, you can minimize a few things. I'm sure that all of you have done a lot of things before and so tired. So is it actually needed to be done in June? Is it needed to be done tomorrow? So it just, whether it's tomorrow, next week, next month, even though next 3 months, or even at the end of the year, I don't know what is it. So when you go and revisit again of that bullet point that you receive, sometimes you will feel like, oh, I actually don't need to do that anymore. It's actually done because you incorporate that idea to the now. Why we're talking focus is that because present now is the magic. Okay. So what is resonant to you most, you do it now. What is the most related to you, doing now? Because nobody will tell you what you need to do, only you. So that is a really important advantage. Of course, I'm not going to go more because Gray will be we will be talking a lot about boundaries. So yeah, but that is what it is because I know that I had a very strong boundaries. And when I ran this in overseas event, when I'm in here, I'm running overseas event, 3 weeks. I only had 3 weeks, and I was feeling into these humongous, not really stressful, but I was like, this is really new. Normally, you event organizer, you're on the site, you're running the show, but I'm getting a lot of delegation. And this is in Papua New Guinea, which is overseas. And the technology, the Wi-Fi of them is not stable. We only do apps, and it's just a lot of things doing backwards, meaning I can send one email, blanketed, and send it out to 50 people for invitation. But because people that I invite or my company invited or high status, they have like professors, they have sir, they have author, they have like chairman. My boss said you send individual email. So I sent 50 emails out. I have to check whether they are Mr., they are Mrs. And I was literally pulling out my hair. So yeah, it was a lot of manual because like when you used to do certain thing, you do a lot fast and you know that how to do faster. And I was brought back to do it slower. Help me.
We can all imagine, Lillian, that must have been a challenge for you.
Oh yeah, you should see Caroline call me. Guys, give me a break. And sending 50 email is fine. My boss said, oh, actually, you know what? On that day is the whatever soccer, I can't remember, or origin, instead of origin. Nobody coming out on that day. We moved it to the next day. And you know what? Send another 50 email to say, sorry, date change. 100 emails I sent out. So, so that had brought a lot. That only the email. And some of them, I don't even know the email. And you know what my team do over there in Papua New Guinea? They went to their office and talked to the secretary. Can I have the email for your boss? Because my boss want to invite you to the event. So that is like very manual, right? But that is how they do things. And I get to see then after the event finish, right? Yes, finish. And I sat there, I reflect. So I have reflect a lot of the beauty of that slowness. And that is actually not slowness. That is who they are. That's how it is. They are not slow at all. But I categorize that as slow. I have a lot to learn there.
They're just working like we were working 10 years, 20 years ago, Lillian.
More than
That's
that.
all. Yeah.
My boss is like,
Yeah.
when they're on the road, they're on the boat, and on this like those kind of boat. It's not like big boat. Like I show you the photo is literally like a Lemuria, meaning it's like the road is mud. The car can't even go. You have to walk. So those kind of area. But of course, the event is hosted in the Hilton in Port Moresby, and it's very high class because that is all where the seminars or the conferences and all of that. So I also need to create this creativity solution for myself. How am I going to achieve? Because, you know, like Caroline, you definitely know that when we organize an event, we know that we have experience of that standard. And we know that how many people, okay, that amount only 50 is not 200, not 500. So we know that we adjust ourselves, not the energy, not that big, right? But not only that, the food, the drinks, people will organize in big city, they give you your one package and done. But in the smaller countries, one by one. So yeah. So, and also that when you invite people, they don't say yes immediately. And also have different expectation from them too. They will say that I don't have fun like FUND fun to come to the event. And a lot of people expect the event or the whoever who invitation or invite people or inviter to invitees, you pay the airfare, you pay the transportation, you pay the hotel too. I was like, is that normal? That is part of the culture because they are like chair, they are really high, and they will bring their spouse without even telling you. Because they were like, husband and wife, it's like a status, right? They would be like really status that they would like, I said, do I need a red carpet? Do I need a red carpet? So yeah, but the thing is that they would just appear in front of you and I have to plus one. The food must be enough. The drinks also must be enough. And look at it, it's only 50 people. So yeah, and they're all medical people, medical, government, healthcare, and those kind of level people. So yeah, so I have a lot to learn, but I was like you over there, but I come back, and of course I have a lot of learning in even more creativity way in a slowness. So watch out, I will be more writing coming up. Haven't had chance to write yet. Yeah, but it's a lot of learning from doing it like overseas. So next one, Caroline, Paris.
All right.
This is like I wish that I had. I think like in looking like this Milan, Italy, and Paris. Who knows? I don't know. Let's see. Can you see the Caroline's behind there? All the photo there. That's all the mission.
That's my
The
vision
vision
board.
board. Yeah. So yeah. So that
Yeah.
it is also how I create, this creativity solution for myself. When I was actually on the fast pace of the work area, and also that in more modern and where I am at. And by looking at back that the team of 6 over there running around, even though buying balloon, I have the most fun. Buying balloon, email 2 weeks. Then they asked me, Lynn, can you send balloon to us? I said, it's not hot air balloon, okay? It's just a balloon party balloon. I said, just go to the $2 shop and get the balloon. I said, how's that color? Anniversary, 25th anniversary is silver, only silver. And then they have to, those people also have this pride. Men and women is very, very not the same. They're very, like man is a man, woman to woman. That kind of like patriarchy in Papua New Guinea. So yeah, so that is another story to share of how the workforce over there, the culture that we as they are my boss staff, my company staff. How do we connect together in one heart and also to do all of these projects and bringing back to not only me. So you hear my story now. So now is that you and your clients, you and your other projects, let's say if you have this opportunity, how are you going to be, like at least you hear my experience. So it's all like a reverse gear. It's literally reverse. So yeah, but how are you really feeling into what is your value that is really holding you? I admit that I was shaken because I was like, why they can't do this? It's so easy. Like I was not putting myself in their shoes. They're working very hard for me in a way that I said that I need this, I need this, I need this. They just go out and get it for me. So yeah. And yeah, so that is how 3 weeks. So all the event is happening. So I have to be very sharp and like instruct them to do. But at the end, instructor means that nicely, harmonizingly. So at the end, I actually thanked them a lot. And we had a fun laugh. So yeah, and I let the team know that if you want to reach me, I don't read email. I say you send me chat. and I respond immediately. Email, I'm reading my boss email first, not yours email. So yeah, so I sort of like straight away let them know that how do they get me for respond. And I said, don't come back to me for more balloon, okay? No more. I'm not responding the balloon. You guys can sort it out. You're the man, you know how to buy balloon. So yeah, so that is a lot of learning for myself. And also with the masculine and the feminine way, but more to these men and the women. So yeah, so that is what I wanted to share my own experience in here. So yeah. Mm.
Right.
I appreciate the structure and the patience that was needed for all of that. My God, that's a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
thank you.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Yeah. So Caroline?
Yeah, I guess my my experience of the last month at work has been quite consuming as well. I've been assigned to work with another team, a new team, and actually help them solve a problem that they have. Um, they're they're very short-staffed, and um, they have to um, complete a lot of work on a particular platform that they work off. And I've gone in to help them. And I must admit that I went in feeling a bit apprehensive because I had heard about this team before, and that they were quite difficult to work with. So I sort of went in with those sort of notions. Um, but in the last week or two, I found that a lot of the members in that team, mind you, there are only 3 members, um, they've all sort of been coming closer to me or trying to come closer to me. So that has been really quite an eye opener for me because I didn't think that I could attract them in that sense. But we are beginning to sort of work together, which is really good, because I think Lillian knows this story. One of the people who was on that team 2 months ago was also a friend of mine and a colleague, and they actually bullied her so badly that she had to leave the team. Um, and in that time, she, I was the only person that she was really talking to about how she was being made to feel and the things that they were doing to her. So I was very close, to the situation. But anyway, she has left that team and is out of the organization now. So she's okay now. But when I was called in to assist them by their senior manager, I was very apprehensive because I knew what had gone on in that team beforehand. So it is quite interesting for me to sort of work with them now, and to help them, you know, bring up their work, and to sort of be up to date with their work, as well as helping them. I'm doing my other, normal day job, supporting my executive director. So through this restructure, so there's a lot of stuff going on. Um, so for me, it's been quite an eye opener and quite um, good for my development, I guess, because it's giving me clarity on what it is that I have to do. And it's also interesting to be um, in this sort of team dynamic because I've not experienced this before. Yeah, so it'll be interesting to see how things fare because this team don't know themselves what their fate is in this restructure. So I understand that a lot of their behaviors have been shaped by the uncertainty of the changes that we're going through. Yeah. So it's been quite interesting. Yeah. And yeah, I've had to also deal with a lot of the self-doubt that I felt, you know, as to whether I could do this type of work with this team. That's been quite difficult, sort of overcoming, but yeah, I've sort of had to put aside those self-doubt thoughts each day. Because if I allow myself to fall into those self-doubt pits, then I won't be able to help myself or help them in their day-to-day work. So as well as that, there've been a lot of other things that I've been interested in. I've been really looking deeply into AI and how that can sort of help in making our work easier and more efficient. So yeah, so lots of things that I've been doing and reading about and yeah, reflecting. Yeah, so it's been an interesting month. Yeah. So that's where I've been the last month or so.
Yeah,
I
congratulations.
yeah,
Uh,
congratulations.
You want to go first, Grace? I didn't see you, so go first.
You can go first. Okay, I'll go then. I had so much concept within a short period of time, but it felt so serene in stillness of all the situations that was happening to you. Let me just go back to the reframing of personal issues within the professional world, your professional dynamic. And that is very hard to um to divert and to reassociate within yourself. And I'm
Mm,
glad, like what Lillian had gave us an example of her situation, that you have reflected on it and you have received it in a way that is like a learning experience for yourself and also for other people, again with patience and grace and
mm,
compassion and um, just giving it so much grace within yourself to um, understand that this is has you can shield yourself like boundaries within yourself, and that it's not you, it's not them, it's just the unfortunate situation,
mm,
you know. And I'm sorry for what has happened to your friend, but I'm glad that things have um come to truths within themselves.
mm,
And you got that clarity like you said, and the kind of like that intuition reassurance within um your work and getting things done the way it was supposed to, and just disassembling yourself from whatever negativity that was going on within the work. So I commend you for that. And I'm glad that you're doing AI and everything.
Thanks, Grace. Thank you.
Yeah. That was very strong of you to what you have gone through, both of you, Lillian and Caroline.
Yeah.
I see both of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah. So I think it's fantastic. With your background, I think only few people can manage that. If you know that some people have treated a colleague, a friend, not in a nice way, and you somehow need to go there and ground yourself and be neutral. Otherwise, they would sense your energy.
Yeah.
If you hadn't succeeded in that. And it's really good that you could do that. And I really want to applaud you for that, because that's something really big. And I would like to know if there was anything special that you consciously did that allowed you to be so, open to them, despite what you kind of heard about them.
Yeah. I used what Lillian has taught us all along, and that's to clear yourself and to stand to stand in your power, really, and to face them and not let those other bits and pieces that come into your mind that you know about through the other experiences that you've heard about, them. You sort of have to clear that and just look at them in a very sort of plain and, almost beige type view or color. Yeah, I think that's what I did, and it helped me. And I think it's also helping them when they look at me, because they know that I was connected to the other person, and they know that I know what they did. So, yeah, yeah. But I'm there to help them through this time, this problem that they're trying to solve. I'm not there to take their jobs or, you know, make or show anyone up. I'm there to do a task, and that's it. Yeah, so I've let all those other things just, float by. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great.
Uh,
That's great. And that you were able to look at this AI and see how you can use it. That's fantastic too. So did you do this in general, or was it especially for job focus, or was it for your business, or was it
um,
just curiosity in general?
I think it was curiosity, and also I would like to look at how it can help my business. And because I'm so busy with my everyday job, I'd like to be able to, you know, set something on automatic for my side business. And if that can help, well, then, yeah, that's great. That's a plus, I think. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, great. A great
Thank,
example for us.
thanks, Andrea. Thank you for that question. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing, Caroline. All very beautifully mentioned and so many
You
beautiful.
know my story, Lillian, so you know the intricacies and
Yeah, I know. I know all the puzzles that been already patched up
yeah.
together very nicely. So
Mm,
I feel like the most powerful at this moment that you share is the staff that know that you and your other friend are very close and that still come to you.
yeah.
That is the
Mm,
most powerful path for both of you
mm,
because that even it, just like normal people, right? If normal people said that, oh, you must have said something. What are you guys talking about? There must be said something behind me. You know, this kind of like thoughts, let's say thought form, right?
mm,
That have group, you're only one person and you are new. So therefore, it was actually very powerful of this both dynamic that is in one team.
mm,
And because you hold yourself so grounded and also that feel into that gentle compassion of grounding yourself and that trust build it is actually automatic. Like this web somehow it just molded together.
mm,
So it is actually built from self-love of yourself, self-honoring yourself, that they could see you as who you are, as like when you step into the department. They don't know your job yet. They don't know how you work yet, but it's how you bring yourself, presented yourself, and they feel it. They feel that
mm,
frequency. So yeah. And then you know that, oh, okay, when you talk or you're in a meeting, when you say out like what your opinion, let's say, or usually people listen to you. But of course, they have to listen to you what you say first, so that they have their own judgment, right? So their own judgment, it doesn't matter, but you are walking in your own way, the way of
mm,
love, and that is the most powerful. And you don't need to
yeah.
explain to them so much. You
Mm.
just be on your throne in the queen, man. That's the first thing I told you. So yes. So it's just like hold yourself in the quiet moment, stillness.
Mm,
People could feel you. It's not like you're like stand out like it's different. Okay.
mm,
And also that how you present yourself, you don't need to say a lot of things. You just say one or two words and people can feel that through you. That
mm,
is the frequency, expansion and the growth that we are carrying ourselves. Mm-hmm. And everything that they say, you will see that everything come to you, it's a repel.
mm.
Trust me, that's how energy work. So nothing
Yeah.
is out, it just repel. So yeah. Mm. So yeah.
Mm,
The slowly that what you will growing into is I could feel is you could feel that energy coming and you're like, look at it, it go phew.
mm,
But that is just my play before that how I recognize that energy, the low energy or negative energy around the corner. You'll be able to feel because it's you body feel. Your body
mm.
will feel. And when you feel that, you just look and give it a thing, smile, and you go. It's true. That's how my journey. So up to you, you share yours. So yeah.
Mm,
So that is all about this, you know, very subtle harmonizing ourselves. And you can see that it's as yes and effortless. And all of us here feel that today.
mm,
Yeah. So I went back to my Instagram. So most of the time, you know, that I share a lot of these my promise to sell once a year. I share about last year as well. I share about the relationship. I bring into relationship and then use 12 of these like this tile in Instagram. I was describing, sharing my experience. So like, excuse me, I pull out my Instagram just now before we connect, and it's really related what you guys are sharing. So what all of you are doing, one word is courage. So I'm just gonna read exactly what I wrote here last year in December. I found out that courage, the word, the C-O-U-R-A-G-E, the Latin root for rage, like C-O-R space, rage, is heart and anger. But it is not the rage, but it means that it is got action built into it. So I then sense as yes, and you leap on it. So that encourage you have this heart anger. It's actually the flame in there. The passionate, the flame is like, okay, leap. So yeah. So courage is going into the unknown. Sorry, I skip a line. So, yeah, leap on it. Joy immediately fell into my being. Courage is going into the unknown in spite of all the fears. Courage does not mean fearlessness. Fearlessness happens if you go on being courageous and more courageous. That is ultimate experience of courageous hyphen fearlessness. But we're not going into that as how I was playing into the word. So that is the flagram when the courages have become an absolute. So when you go into this uncharted sea, so feeling into this uncharted sea, you don't know what's coming, right? That is fear. Immense fear, because one never knows what is going to happen. You are leaving the shore of safety. You were perfectly okay in a way. Only one thing is missing is adventure. So going into the unknown gives you a thrill. The heart starts to pulsating again and again. You are alive, fully alive, because of that pulsation. Every fiber of your being is alive because you have accepted the challenge of unknown. To accept the challenge of unknown in spite of all the fears is courage. The fear are there, but if you go on accepting the challenge again and again, slowly, those fears disappeared. The experience of the joy of the unknown brings the greatest ecstasy that starts happening with the unknown. Make you strong enough, give you a certain integrity, makes your intelligence sharp. The unknown add into courage, you become sharper. And then in this journey, you find the joy, because you know that your heart is actually pulsating again. So what's that really mean? It's like, I'm so scared. No, your heart is pulsating with excitement. I am fully alive. Excitement and the fear is the same nervous system, just to let you know. So sometimes we're not sure that, sometimes we get so excited and then suddenly fear kick in. Oh, and you calm down. But lift yourself up again. Courageously go. You find the joy and you riding. Slowly that fear is no longer there. If you see these cartoon, like these structures that I was describing, in between this fear, there's a lot of colors. Play along these colors. As I mentioned it to the ladies, is the colors can be, it don't have to be one color. Pink plus white equal soft pink. There's some sort of transformation there. But we have to look at it. We have to aware of that. And that's the magic. So yeah. So that is from courage. Yeah. So that is what I was sharing last year in connect to the relationship. So this is my own relationship with the fear. So yeah. So how do you guys feel of this connection tonight?
I can see that we've all been sort of journeying along the same way, looking or being courageous in our own way, and
Mm,
finding the courage to, step up in different ways.
mm,
Um, yeah, and showing up, going forward. Yeah.
mhm, yeah. Mm.
Um,
So do we all have something, a creative solution to today, and how you're receiving each other's, we all receiving each other's, the beautiful way. So this is another way of supporting too. So like Grace, you're talking about you need assurance, right? You said that you need somebody to come in and check on you so that you're not feeling alone. But why not you reach out instead of saying that and wishing that people come and connect with me? It's also proactively, reaching out to people too. So yeah, and also this is another way, and also another way is sharing the post as anything that you want to feel, you want people to know about you. So yeah, that sometimes it is a big step to share yourself up to the Instagram, to the social media, and it's a lot of learning, self-learn from there, because it can be a lot of emotion there too. So we all have been there sharing ourselves, a piece of ourselves. Our social media is very vulnerable. Yeah. And of course, I'm not going to share more, but it is for you to find out. And then you come back again and you share with us. So yeah. So related to this business, the gathering is proximity circle. So every as I shared it to you in the beginning, first beginning of the month, which is like now beginning of the month, it would be business just like this, and then we integrate. And then actions. Action means that what you need to do, you receive what you receive to do, implement or action, or sometimes you just be yourself. You don't have to do all the time. So yeah, it's all about what you choose, and you remember you get to choose. Okay, so at the end of it, every the 4 weeks of each month, proximity circle, it coming back, closing down the month. And what you have done. We share similar things, just like what Caroline sharing in the May, and then coming up here, and then she would bring what we sharing to along the journey, and then you sort of why we're doing this, because we know that we have to celebrate as well. It's not only do. We reflect and we celebrate, and we allow others to celebrate with us, and others celebrate with you, and I celebrate with you, and we all celebrate as well. Yeah.
and Grace, just one thing too. I think if you're looking for assurance and all, I don't know if you have a tight community where you live, but I think leaning into your community is very important as well. It helps you a lot. Um, I have a small community here in Sydney, my friends Lillian, and we often go out together and we celebrate, you know, we have a nice meal together, or go have cocktails somewhere. That really helps to know that you can, physically go to somewhere and be with a group of people that, you share something common with. It's really important to do that.
Mm.
Yeah. And with your virtual community as well here, like us.
Mm.
Yes, I'm starting to do some of the community stuff within
Mm,
my area. It's
mm,
also special for my program. So besides what I can learn from here and
mm,
school, I also gonna do like my own um release of enjoyment of connections with other people with the same thing what I have, and to
great.
learn about it in what they call a DBT group.
Mm,
So we all come together in unity. This will start next month. It'll
mm,
be every Thursday. We meet like during lunchtime and we just share together and do activities and stuff. So I'm really looking forward to that. So thank you for
awesome.
reminding me. Yes,
Mm,
and I'm looking forward to more connections and more friendships with people that I meet
mm,
over there. So it could just expand and grow and make me feel
yeah,
all warm inside. Thank
yeah.
you.
You're never alone. I mean, there's always a lot of people around you that you can connect with. Yeah, so great. Mm.
Andrea, do you have anything else to share? No?
Mm, nope. Just if we think we have a question with business or with anything, where do we put that best?
Business, GOTC business, the chat there. The Telegram is
In
there.
the chat.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what the Telegram is there for. Each month.
Yeah. You see, I it was the same like with the different groups, you know, sometimes I get a bit confused. I noticed that when I tried to hop on here, I was
Yeah,
thinking,
Lily
oh,
is
where
here. Which
was
one
the
is that?
invitation? I saw it this morning, but I didn't remember where did I see it this morning. So I quickly had a look at my emails or so, and then I looked at I remember, this morning I saw there was one thing in my Zoom, but that was the thing for tomorrow. And I thought, yeah, and I remember there was something in the Facebook, but that was for this morning. And you know, this is why I sometimes ask, and you think, well, it should be clear, but choo choo choo.
Because
Thank
it's
you.
just a lot of event on. Thank you for sharing that because it's important for me to know as well because it's not only I think that you are the second person shared that, but I know that the first person who shared to me is also GOTC sisters, but that is a different story because she's everywhere, so she doesn't know where she goes. And whenever you see anything ding, if there is Zoom, you just connect. It doesn't matter what is it. So it means that it's a divine timing, it's just divine timing. So whenever she joins, she's just like, which one is this one? Well, not really. She not really. She will sit there and say, but I normally when you join late, I don't really mind. But sometimes if the energy is healing, I will not accept. I will let if I could feel the energy before the meeting, I will say that I only last 5 minutes. You've seen this post from me before. When the door shut, there's no more people coming in because it's honoring the energy in the group that is alchemizing. Because when alchemizing, when people is like really, it's like low or means alchemizing, it's not really low anyway. You don't want another new people coming in, whether you know that person or not, because that space is very sacred. So yeah, no. The temple door, I was at the temple door shut means shut. If you wanted to come through, you come early with a candle and quiet. When that is the healing session. So yeah. So that is creating the mood when coming in and also before that. So that is what. So Andrew, I really honoring what you said that because I also aware that because I probably the person that are running a lot of different event and I sometimes Carol's like, say, which one is this one? Where's my link? I say, you go yourself, you go and find yourself. I said, you have to go and find yourself, not that spoon feed. But sometimes when I went in my calendar, let me add the girls. And then sometimes, even though like a mother, even say you don't want to give the money, but I still give you money, like a pocket money, right? So that is the meaning of that. But it's not really much meaning. But again, it is, yes, I'm running a lot of different littles. I used to run a lot, but I think this year been a little bit of, not quiet, subtle, but it's deeper work. It's lower layer work and it's just different dynamic. Not like every month is different programs and then I have this in and out, in and out. but it's okay. It's just a way of my own learning anyway. So it's not a lot of it's not a lot of this free community is going to be on. Only in Sacred Heart Valley, at least 2 free events. So if you enjoy connecting with me anytime, the ladies is always connected with me every single week or every single day. And you can over there too. So I think that I mentioned it to you, Grace, it's just that you are joining a program with me and Caroline. So that we just kick off. So yeah, there is no heavy work there, but it's all about sharing how do we unblock the block, let's say, and smooth out and help for your lifestyle. You know, like boundaries, self-love. How do you have the tools for you to move to incorporate into your life? So that is our focus, which is what you are asking as well. So yeah, so that is very beautifully like curated space for you. So yeah. And along the way, if you feel like you really enjoy business and which part of the business is either like supporting or you wanted to start your own business or how do you start your business, we have a lot of support here. So yeah. So I don't know what is going to happen from the business as internal biz after next year. I don't have any plan yet. Normally the plan will come very close to the end of the year and it would just straight away switch and in no time. So I move things very quick. So yeah, and that's how it works. So, so thank you for journey last month, the inner compass that you experienced, and also that how I get people also bouncing, not only that I talk all the time. So yeah, I love to hear people supporting each other. This is co-creating and collaborating because we not silo. Like the boat cannot move by one person. So yeah, so this is also building encourages the brave to be speak up. And also just like Andrew has actually said that it's really confusing. Okay, good, I know. Because otherwise I don't know. Right? And I really love how she feedback me all the time. You're speaking too fast. Okay. That's the first time. Oh, nobody said that. I like it.
Yeah, yeah, that was sometimes, when you leave your lovely messages, these audio messages, when you walk around, and then that's already, sometimes a bit challenging for me. And then it's sometimes fast as well. Then I think, oh my goodness, how should I understand what she's just saying?
You just want okay. That's it. I'm done. Okay, send. But
Next time I just go back, voicemail, then
we don't know that language. That is my challenge. I know that when I first with Caroline, when we're doing this, I think it's this AI recording, I was like, oh my God, I'm speaking 140 words per minute. I was talking. I was like, did I don't feel like it. So every time when I have recording, which is that platform already no more, like it means that I use other platform. I always, first of all, when the result come out from the air, how many words I'm reading? Not too bad, I'm improving. Speak slow. So I measure myself by using this parameter of like how many words per minute. But you know what? I have this lady tell me that slow, okay. So I'll bring myself down because I think that I speak even faster. I can speak faster. But of course, I'm not aiming to go anywhere. But I've been there before. Speak too fast that other people don't understand. English become no English. Yes. Even though my reception before, are you speaking English? Why? I said, why? This is before spirituality. I was just very, like mental, like really like, I'm busy. Just do what I say to you. I said, I don't understand what you're talking about. And I was like, you talk like, like English, you have like 3 syllables. You only speak the first and second and then the next word. Really? So have become like that. So yeah, and my mailroom lady, she said, Lynn, you know, whenever you come down to the room, you never say good morning to me. Oh, didn't I? So yeah, it's not because I'm not friendly. It's because I come down, take it again, and go. So yeah, so you never, because I always pass through the leaf. I was like, anything for me? Nothing? Okay, go. So there is no good morning because my mind is already up there, already with the level, like different level of my where my seat is not on the ground floor. So it means that I'm not present. I didn't even know it was present. So yeah. So that is a little backwards learning. You know, when you're pulling backward, you're like, I gotta. But that's my own learning. Just a little reparenting myself. And it's hard. It was very hard for me. So I'm a lot better. I can be a lot better. So thank you for the ladies for seeing me. And also that let me know that everything that you're not receiving and all of that, I can be better. So yeah, I just need you to point out to me. And I really appreciate that. So yeah. Thank you so much for being here. And it is nearly 12. I better get Paige to go to bed. So thank you so much. I know that I know that is helping everybody for this session. I know I could feel it.
Thank you. I
Thank
had
Thank
a good
you.
experience here.
Okay.
Thanks.
Love you
Thanks,
guys.
For
Lillian.
now.
Grace.
Bye.
Good
See you.
night.
Bye.
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 Bye. Bye-bye.